For the last topic for today, because I did have one more topic. I don't know how much of a topic this is going to be, but I'm kind of interested to see it. It made me laugh, so I at least wanted to bring it up. When Fortnite came out on the Switch, that was around the time that there was this cross-platform thing going on, because Rocket League was cross-platform between I believe the PC, Xbox, and the Switch when that game came out. And pauser. So there was this cross-platform thing. When Fortnite came out, the cross-platform issue exploded, because when people were logging into their Fortnite accounts on the PS4, they were finding out that because they did that, they were now locked into the PS4 and I believe the PC. So they were not able to, they would download their game on the Switch and they were not able to access their accounts because Sony basically was holding their accounts hostage because their account is through Epic Games. But apparently, assuming I'm getting this correctly, if you had accessed your account on the PS4, you were now locked into the PS4 and you weren't able to access your account through other systems, through the Xbox One or the Switch. They just lifted that. That a couple of days ago, that just went away. They were citing, when they were asked about this, when they were asked about it before it had happened, before they had changed it, they had the arrogant. This is why Sony and EA go so well together, because they both seem like these scuzzy corporate types. Apparently, their comment was that the PS4 and Sony environment is the best one anyway, so you shouldn't have to play with the other ones. You can find the exact quote, but it was something along those lines, and it was what? Like, are you saying that you're the best, so nobody should even want to play on other systems? Like, you've got to be kidding me. But they're Sony, so yeah. But they just lifted that. That's gone now. So nobody attacked them for that one anymore. Unless it's still going on for other systems, I don't know. But for Fortnite anyway, it was lifted. The PC version of Rocket League could cross-play with the Xbox One and Switch or PS4. You had to choose to play with PS4 players or everyone else. Oh, so you were so Spectre, if you could play with them, but you had to lock it in a certain way. It sounds so playground bully type. We're the cool kids. Why would you want to play with the minion? Exactly. That's exactly what it is. But yeah, so they got rid of that, which I downloaded Fortnite on my PS4 and I play it on my PS4 because it looks and sounds and feels much better than it does on the Switch. The Switch is not a bad version of the game. The PS4 is just a better version of the game. But I just wanted to bring it up because it made me laugh that it happened at all. But it does raise an interesting something that we've realized for a while, that if you pay attention has happened before, but is starting to become a more and more noticeable thing. You saw this with the loot boxes. What was it, last year with Battlefield, and they reversed their decision, and you saw it with these other things going on, and you're starting to see it more and more, that fan bases and the customer base is having a significant impact on what is happening in video games. We're getting to a point with indie companies are getting bigger and bigger, and they're selling more and more games. They're taking a larger portion of the share, and indie games, for the most part, or in a bigger way, I should say, are fan developed in a way. A lot of the indie games want their games to sell, so they go to the fans for input, and they take that input directly and put it into their games in an amount of time that is sometimes very spectacular. So we're seeing this influence of the customer base directly into the market, and we're seeing it more and we're seeing it faster. I think we're starting to see even the largest companies have to change their tune about things. Everybody knows about Nintendo's online service. Everybody knows about Nintendo's very goofy stance on voice chat. I personally don't like voice chat very much, unless it's, Discord or something like that. Something where I can very clearly control who I am chatting to. I don't like random voice chat. Everybody knows that Nintendo doesn't seem to like it either, because they build it into their games, and when they do, they don't build it into their games. And when they do build it into their games, you have to go through this app, and you have to do all of this goofy stuff. There's an app that you got to download. There was this, I have the Splatoon headphones that come with this little adapter, and you need the adapter in order to work it. Like, it's very odd that there's all of this stuff to do. The public outcry has been what it has been for the last couple of years. People don't like it. They prefer, especially with something like Battle Royale games, where you see an increase in team-based play, which shouldn't be a surprise to Nintendo, because Splatoon 2 has been the biggest forefront of this argument. Apparently, Nintendo is now adding voice chat to their game, to Splatoon 2. In-game voice chat. Because the voice chat they were providing now, at this point, was an app through your phone, and you needed to have your phone app open in order to work it. It's interesting that customers now have such a strong influence over what happens. We've always had a voice. There's for a long time there's been a way to get our voices heard. You obviously you have things like petitions and such. But now, online outcry, social media outcry is more significant than it's ever been. I've been sticking with you, Hydrate Bot. Hey, Hydrate. We're seeing it more, and it's great. I enjoy it, and I think that's why I wanted to talk about the crossplay thing, just because I just wanted to point out, I know that we are at a, video game companies are companies. They're corporations. They are, and we view corporations as evil. That's it. End of sentence. No, but we view corporations as evil, and we view them as this entity that we can't change. We are ants to them, and we can't stop their mighty influence. But we can. We actually can now. And it's very interesting. So whenever, when these video games do these horrible things, and you think, oh, well, that's a horrible thing, but oh, well, it just sort of happens. Be active. Go on social media. Complain. Message the company. Don't be violent, and don't be a jerk. Please. Oh, God, please don't be a jerk. But voice your concerns, because now we are seeing it change a lot of things that are going on to the power to the people. And that has never been more true in video games right now. Yes, no threats. Don't do anything like that. Don't be stupid. Don't curse up a storm. And to a lesser degree, don't go to every single video and complain. Nothing bothers me more than when Nintendo puts out a new video of a game that's coming out to their system, of a single player home console game that has nothing to do with anything, and I look at the comments section, and what is the comments section full of? Oh, this looks interesting. Too bad your online service sucks. What the hell did that have to do with anything? Just don't be a jerk about it. Don't be stupid about it. But it's important to see that one of the things I always try and get across is that we go through times in our lives when we feel insignificant, and that's more of a large scale life issue. But when it comes to battling companies and battling these kinds of decisions, it always does kind of feel that way. Like, oh, well, they're gonna do whatever they want to do. Now they're not. Now I feel like we have more influence now, and now they're not going to do whatever they want to do because we don't let them do whatever they want to do anymore. Power in numbers, but yeah, don't be a jerk about it. Get arrested for threatening a 4-year-old with bodily harm in Fortnite. Dude with yeah, come on, man. Yes, Dr. Gibbs. A person is smart. People are dumb. Well, oh, what is it? There's a line from Men in Black. I'm not even gonna play it. There's a line from the first Men in Black movie when Kay sits down and talks with Jay, and Jay, well, before he was Jay, I should say. He starts asking, why don't we tell the people and stuff, and he says, a person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, and are violent, and it, something like that. Like, and it's true. Yeah, it was a longer sentence the way he says it. Yeah, there's a line. I love that line though, because it's absolutely true. And that's one thing that I am with there's straying way off topic. That's one thing that I am with people. I don't like people. And a lot of dumb, panicky, and dangerous. Probably something like that. I don't like people much unless I'm in certain situations. What I do like are persons. I do absolutely love individual people. Every single individual person you meet is very literally a lifetime of experiences rolled up into one person. There is no person on this planet that can't teach you a lesson about life if you just talk to them and interact with them, and it is a calm, positive interaction. Hell, even negative interactions with people with a person can teach you something about life. People, when you group them together, that's when they get stupid, and that's what I don't like. You wound me. Quick stuff with double cheeseburger in the front. Squeak, why? Such that big enough groups, you kind of do have to generalize. Yeah, you do. Suave, you do have to generalize, because with the exception, and this is why I say not all the time, because when I go to conventions, I usually love the group. I love the mob of people at the conventions, because they're all there for the same purpose. They're not a random selection. These people are gathered in the same place for the same common purpose. So I like that group. That group is great. When I go to sporting events, and the rare opportunities when I go to sporting events, I actually kind of like that group of people. On the whole, they cheer for their team. They boo the other team when they're fun and sportsmanlike about it. They get to boo the other team. I like that. What always ends up happening, though, is you run into these smaller pockets of people that are there who get drunk and they get stupid, and then it becomes a problem. But the entire group is always. If you've never been to a sporting event and cheered on a team, you'll never know what it's like to be in a room, which is essentially what a stadium is, one big room with 20,000 people all screaming positively for the same thing. It really is a strong emotional reaction that you can have when you get to something like that. Saw this dumb just raise money for her fans just to fulfill her goal of slamming a hotter eye. Oh, right. You know what's funny? She would have gotten the money to do that if she told everybody exactly what she was trying to do. What was the guy that he did an Indiegogo or something? No, not Indiegogo. GoFundMe. He did a GoFundMe to make a casserole or something. But he got like thousands of dollars from it. He was very upfront about what he was going to do. And I think if you read it and it makes you laugh, is it worth $1? Probably. Potato salad. That's
your
it.
Ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your
Cosmic
newsletter.
Harrow, thank you for the follow. Just be upfront about it. Yeah, but that's way off topic from where we were.